Okay, so that is for solving equations transformable to quadratic equation. So meaning to say that we can the equation given is dili na to makita nga quadratic equation de ay na siya pwede siyang ma-change into quadratic equations. So in order for us to to change the equation, you need to do some steps. So all what you learn in our previous classes will be applied. You can use the FOIL method. You can also use the factoring. You can use all of them. Okay? So what is the most important thing in transforming to quadratic equation is that we should have to know the standard equation of a quadratic equation. So as you can see on the screen, that is ax squared plus bx plus c is equals to 0. So ato dyan na siyang i-take note class ang atoang standard equation. So remember, if we have quadratic equation, pila ganito yung highest degree? Pilagay ito yung highest degree sa quadratic equation. Sige daw. Okay, very good, Busiko. That is 2. That's why, as you can see, in our standard equation, iyahang highest degree or ang iyahang exponent is equivalent to 2. So, unsa ni atong first term diri class? What do we call this term? Since nag-hold man siya og raised to the power of 2. So, unsa na
Exponent.
siya? Exponent. We're going to look for the term. What is the name of the term?
X squared.
Ax squared. Squared.
Constant.
Okay. Constant. Okay. So, the first term that you can see there nga naa siya'y kanang squared nga part, we call this one as our quadratic term. Okay, don't forget that is our quadratic term. How about this bx? Unsa ni atong bx dere?
Linear.
Very good. That is our linear term. And the last one, what's this? The last one.
Constant.
Okay, very
Oh,
good. Yes.
ah,
That is constant term. Yes. So you have to ila-ila or to know this in order for you to identify. Diba, sa ato ang katong quadratic equation, we have to identify what is our A, what is our B, and what is our C. So, dito po na to makita kung atong A, kay mo din na siya ang quadratic term, na siya exponent na 2. And then, mo din na siya linear term, katong B, walay exponent, kay naroon na siya 1, dira nga invisible. And then, if we have constant, that is already like only a coefficient. Number walay variable. Okay, so take note of this standard equation for quadratic equation. So now, this time class, we have here an example. Okay, I know nakita na ninyo ang process, no? So, we have here 10x plus 10 over 10 over x, and then that is plus 1, and then equals to 3x. So, kaniday siya class, pwede ni nato siyang change into quadratic equations. So, we are just going to need some of the steps nga makita ninyo dira sa ato ang slides. But with that, I want to show it to you through Jamboard para mas makita ninyo ang saon ang process. Okay, so we have there 10 over x plus 1 equals to 3x. So, di ba, if we're just going to look at that one, dili man ta maka-identify nga quadratic equation siya kay wala siya squared. Di ba? Wala siya squared dira dapita. So, dili ta maka-identify. So, mo nang we are going to find ways on how we are going to change this into quadratic equations. Okay, sa sinugdanan palang class, I want you to know that the process kay dili siya fix. Okay, dili fix iyang process. It depends sa given nga equation. So you have to really study on how you are going to change or transform that equation into quadratic equation. Okay, so the first step here, since we can see fractions man, so di ba we have here fraction because of this x here. So first step is pwede na nato siyang i-multiply by x. So anong i-multiply nato siya by x? Both sides, the left side and the right side. So that makancel nimo ang imuhang denominator diri. Okay? Or imo na siyang i-multiply. So, di ba, x times 10, that is 10x. And then, i-divide nimo x, ang mabili niya is 10 na lang. And then, kanina po, x times 1, that is plus x. Is it plus, guys? Yeah, plus. Okay. And then on the left side, arina sadta. So equals, we have here 3x times x. That is
3x squared.
3x squared. Very good. So, nanatay ko diri chance nga, kuan din ni siya quadratic, kay na siya na x squared dari nga part. So now class, we are going to, ang atong gibuhat ganinahan, nag-distributive property ta. So we multiply both sides by x and we did distributive property. Now, for next one is we are going to transpose and then we are going to equate this one into 0. So unsaon ni nato siya pag-transpose? So when we say transpose class, we are going to it's either ang kaning right nato nga digits or expression diri is atong i-transfer sa left, or it could be this kaning naa sa left ato siyang i-transpose or ibalhin sa right. Okay, and then ato siyang i-equate to 0. So since di man taganahan nga ang atuang kaning 3x squared kay ma-negative kay kung ato ni siyang ibalhin diri sa left, it will become negative 3x squared man. Right? So, ang atong buhaton is kaning 10 plus x mao ato ibalhin sa pikas nga side. Okay? So, we have here this one. So, ang mahitabo niya class is, di ba naingon man ta nga mag-equate to 0. So, ato sa na siyang ibalhin, di ba, ang mahitabo niya is mahimo siyang equals 3x squared. And then, ang kani ato ang x kay mahimo siya og negative x, right? So, mahimo siya negative x. And then, ang ato ang 10, mahimo pud siyang negative 10. And then, naman atong equals diri. So, you can just put 0. Okay? So, you have there 0 is equals to 3x squared minus x minus 10. So, as you can see, equate to 0 na na siya. So, mana ta teacher, pwede din na ang 0 na sa left? Yes, that is okay. But if you want to change nga ang 0 ni mo mabalhin sa pikas, we have this called symmetric property of equality. So, meaning to say, anang symmetric equality property is aturang i-exchange. So, you can just have 3x squared minus x, minus x minus 10 is equals to 0. Okay, as you can see, nothing happens. Gibali ay nahitabo but gibalhin ra nato or gi-exchange ra nato ilang places. But still, the signs are still the same. Okay, we call this one as equality or symmetric equality property. Okay, so teacher, are we done with this one? Actually, yes. Because na-transform naman nato ang ato ang equation from this equation into a quadratic equation. Right? Na-change ba nato siya? Try to look daw. Na-change nato siya? Wala.
Yes, na change.
Yes, na-change nato siya. So, di ba? By just looking lang sa katong equation ganina nga 10 over x plus 1 is equals to 3x, wala ta kay bao nga quadratic equation po di ay siya. So, mo ni siya class. The steps doesn't like apply to all equations. So, it really depends on how you're going to look at it. Okay? So, this time class is in my solution that you can see sa tuang slides or ako na lang siyang ipakita. Ni Kwanta ni proceed ta sa ato ang pangitaon na to ang roots. Okay, so magdepende na siya class ha sa given instruction. But for me, we're going to stop here lang usa because we are having the transforming equation into quadratic equation man. So we're going to stop. But ako lang gipakita kung unsa iyahang roots dere. Okay, so far class, do you have any question for number 1? Okay, do you have any questions?
None.
None ra? Wala ra, okay.
Wala ito.
Okay, now let's proceed with our given number 2. So for our given number 2, we have 4 over x and then plus 4 over x plus 6 is equal to 1. Okay, so by looking at our given here nga, 4 over x plus 4 over x plus 6 is equals to 1. So what do you think ang atong una nga buhaton? Ma-apply ba nato ang atong gibuhat nato ganina sa atong given? Since naman siya fractions dere? Yes or no?
No. No, sure, no.
No? Okay, sige daw, try to look. What do you think? Ma-apply ba
Don't
to
know
nato?
teacher. X plus 6.
One more time, Busiko.
No sure because wait, I'm gonna check. Ano may X plus 6?
Na x plus 6. Okay, who can give their other opinions? Sige daw. Try lang class. Ayaw kahadlok. Sige.
Um,
Dili.
Dili. Okay. Actually, class, it's a yes. Pwede na to siyang ma-apply ang atong gibuhat ganina. So, unsa atong buhaton? So, as you can see, di ba, duha naman na yung co-answer. Duha naman ihang kanang denominator or lahi man iyang denominator. So, kung duha na gani na, so duha pod ang ato ang gamiton. Okay? So, we are going to multiply both our sides by x and x plus 6. Okay? So, atong gamiton ang x o x plus 6. Para makancel jud siya. Okay. Nasabtan ra class? So, pwede ra na siyang ma-apply nato. Sorry. So, you have there your x and x plus 6 and also on the right side, you will have there x and x plus 6. So, kung ato na siyang i-solve diri sa ato ang kuan, di ba? Arita mag-start. Okay, arita mag-start sa atong kuan, x. So, di ba, we will have there, kuan man, x times 4, pila?
4x.
4x.
Okay, 4x. And then 4x divided by x.
4.
4.
4. Very good. Now, ari na sad ta sa um, pikas. X times 4.
4x.
4x. And then divided by x plus 4.
4/6.
4 over 6. Okay, try to look down.
Ay, uh, 4x over 6 extra? No.
Okay, so you will have there, for this one, since you are going to have, di ba kani, 4 times x, that is 4x. And then, i-divide nimo og x plus 6. So, unsay mahitabo niya? Sige daw. Hello?
2 over 3, sir.
2 over 3 from Desiree. Okay. So, what we are going to have here, since di ba ningon man ta nga, kani siya is 4, kani siya makancel. So, ang nabilin is 4 na lang. So, since napumantay x plus 6 dira, di ba, ang kani siya, na-cancel raman nato. Mag-change tag pen. So, ang kani siya is makancel ra nato, ang nabilin is 4 times x plus 6. We don't forget here the x plus 6. No, times pa tag x plus 6 dira class. Okay. And then, for the right, kani siya nga part, so, di ba, nag-multiply ta diri 4 times x pa man na siya. And then, ang kanisiya is makancel man ni, di ba? So, ang nabilin dira is 4 times x na lang. So, what you are going to have now is 4 times x. Okay? So, ang katong ni-stop ta ganina nga, 4 and then, ari na sa 4x is not the process. Nga naman, kay duha man ni siya kabuo class, wala man na nato siya gibuwag. Okay? Nasabtan ra ba or ato siyang balikon?
Sabot ra, sir.
Okay. Sige, atong balikon ha. So, to those nga wala nakakuan. Okay. So, diba we have here, ato man gi-multiply both sides by x times x plus 6. So, ang atong buhaton class is we are going to look for, ari sa atong first nga term. So, you have there 4 times x. So, tanaw ni mo asa ang makancel ana class. So, di ba ang kanisiya is makancel man na ang x og x nimo. So, ang mabilin sa diri nga part is 4 times x plus 6. Okay? And then, ari na pud ta sa pikas nga side. So, you will have there plus, okay? So, na nakay plus diha nga part. So, ari na sad ta sa ikaduha. Di ba ang makancel diri kay x plus 6. And then, di ba naman tayo nabilin nga x dira. Okay? So, ika-apply na to sa kaning second nga part class, x times x plus 6 gyapon na siya. Even though na-cancel na na nimo diri. Okay? Remember that one. So, ang nabilin diha kay x times 4. So, mo na siya may butang or 4 times x. And then, we're going to have equals and then multiply 1 times x and then times x plus 6. So, that is, or kanina lang imong i-multiply kay 1 raman na siya. You will have there x squared plus 6x. Okay, naka-follow ra sa steps, class? For sa kaninga
Yes.
part. Okay, very good. How about the others? Do you have any questions? Wala right questions? Okay, so now, unsa na ang atong sunod buhaton ani? Since we are going, atong makita is na pa man tay mas-simplify. Asa pa ang mas-simplify ani class? Kaning nasa red or pink or kaning nasa green or kaning nasa black?
Red.
Okay, nasa red. Because we can still distribute this one. So 4 times x, that is 4x. And then 4 times 6, pila? That is 24. So na-simplify na nato and then kapihon na lang ni nato siya plus 4 times x, that is 4x. And then equals to x squared plus 6x. So, unsa kaha atong next step nga buhaton ani? Can you see like terms?
Yes. 4x.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so very good. So, we can already now combine like terms. So, asa man atong mga like terms ani class? Diba? We have, pwede nato siyang ma-transpose pod. So, diba, pareha maning 4x, kaning 4x, o kaning 6x. So, class, if mag-transpose ganita, please look usa nga kanang dili man negative ato ang answer. So, kay kung magkuan man tani, kung mag-plus ta 4x plus 4x, that is 8x, right? Kay positive raman siya tanan. So, we can, ang kani ato ang 6 diri is pwede nato siyang ibalhin on the left side. So, kung ato siyang i-combine, so 4 plus 4, that is 8x. 8x, and then plus 24 is equals to x squared plus 6x. Since napamantay 6x, so pwede nato siyang ma-minus sa kani ato ang diri nga side. Okay? So, we can have 2x plus 24 is equal to x squared. Okay, so base na nahibong ha, gi-minus na ang 8x minus 6x. Kaya mahimo man ni siyang negative inikabalhin diri nga side. So 8x minus 6x mo nang nahimo siya 2x. And then gi-copy ang 24, gi-copy ang x squared. Nasabtan ra ba class?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so what do you think atong next process ani? Para mahimo na gyud siyang quadratic equation. Ato siyang
Transpose.
one more time.
Transpose.
Transpose. Very good. So, asa na to i-transpose? From left to right or from right to left?
Left to right.
Left to right.
Okay. Left to right lang atong buhaton class para dili man negative atong x squared. Kay dili man pwede ang ato ang quadratic term na ay negative. Okay? So, ang atong buhaton, ang kaning 2x plus 24, ato siyang ibalhin sa pikas. So, magbalhin sa taog kuan ha. So, ang may tabo, di ba, kuan man to? 2x 2x plus 24 is equal to x squared. So, ang may tabo class is ato na siyang ibutang diri ang atong equals and then x squared. And then what will happen to negative 2x?
Negative, sir.
Negative. Very good. Negative 2x. How about positive 24? Unsay mahitabo niya?
Mag-negative yapon.
Negative gihapon. Very good. So, na siya and then equate to 0. So, you have there 0 is equals to x squared minus 2x minus 24. And then, we are going to use the symmetric equality property. So, ang mahitabo, we can have the standard equation sa quadratic equation nga x squared minus 2x minus 24 is equal to 0. And Viola, that is already your answer. Okay? So, from sa atong given nga example ganina nga 4 over x plus 4 over x plus 6 is equals to 1, na-change siya into quadratic equations. Okay? Nasabtan ra class?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
yes, very good. So, this time class, I will be giving you another example. Okay? Okay. And this time, I want you to prepare a pen and paper because you will be the one solving this example. So, we have here 7 times x squared minus 9. Oops. X squared minus 9 is equal to x times x minus 3. Okay, so ma-apply ba to natong paganina nga given? Ma-apply ba to natong cancel ganina class? Or dili na? So, unsa ka atong buhaton una ani? Naabatay ma-simplify, naabatay
Remove the
ma-factor.
parentheses.
Yes, Busiko, one more time.
Remove the parentheses. Multiply.
Multiply. Or what you mean is i-distribute. Am I right? I-distribute siya?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, before ta mag-distribute, unsa kaha ang atong tan-awon sa ari sa atong left? Unsa atong mabuhat diri sa atong left class? Nabatay ma-factor dira? Yes or no? Natay ma-factor niya? I don't know. Naabatay ma-common monomial factor, naabatay ma-special factoring, like the sum of two cubes or the sum of or the difference of two cubes or the difference of two squares. Naabatay ma-completing the square dira, naabatay ma-use na to atong quadratic equation. Any idea? So you can look at our kuansa. Ari lang sa mo focus sa left side. How about this x squared minus 9? Ma-factor ba siya, class?
No.
No? Sige Sige, try daw. Try to remember your factoring last year. Ma-factor siya or dili? Dili jud siya ma-factor. Di ba kana ato ang x squared minus 9? That is a difference of two squares. So, meaning to say, it can be factored by special factoring. So, you will have there, kanay mong 7, you're just going to stay it out. Pagawas lang na siya. And then, class, maong dili ta mo diritso og kanang distribute because naa pa man tay ma-factor. Kung naa kay ma-factor diha, naa pa kay chance nga naa kay ma-multiply or naa kay ma-cancel. So, ang nahitabo, di ba, if we have the difference of two squares, di ba, ang mahitabo niya kung ato na siyang i-factor is na siya'y parihang nga factor. Tanaw na nimo diha, di ba, ang 9 is a perfect square number. So, kung mag-factor gani kag duha ka perfect square class, imuhang plus ay imuhang factors kay positive ug negative, and then tan-awon ra nimo unsay kuan ani niya, di ba? Perfect square man ni siya. So, unsa man iyahang number kung square root, di ba? That is 3. So, maora na siya imong ikuan diha. So, mo na siya factor sa x squared minus 9. So, class, please review your factoring lesson last year. Why? Even you are going to go to senior high, you are going to use that one. Okay? Karon ako mga students, naglisod sila when it comes to factoring. Especially sa akong higher nga levels. So, you have to master your factoring. And up until college, you're going to use that one. Okay, basics will always be your foundation. So, inyo dyan na siyang not memorize, but somehow understand. Because math is, dili man dyan na siya libog class. Pattern ra na siya. Same sa kung gihatag ninyo ganina sa x squared minus 9. Pattern ra tong gitanaw ato, pero mao dyan na siya ang ato ang answer for the factoring. Okay? So, mo lang dyan na siya. Advice lang na nako para ninyo. So now, since naa naman tay factor sa atong x squared minus 9, so ang atong buhaton ana is we can multiply, okay, we can multiply both sides by x minus 3. So ano ato man siyang i-multiply og x minus 3? Ari nang nakibutang ka wala na space. Para
Ma-cancel.
very good. Para ma-cancel. Kani ma-cancel and then kani ma-cancel po na ang x minus 3 on the left side. So, unsa na lay mabilin class? So, you will have there 7 times x plus 3 and then x on the left side. So, ang nabili na to diha, you will have this 1. And then equals to x. So, unsa natong next step class? Wala naman tayo makancel. So, unsa natong buhaton?
Multiply
Multiply. Very
or
good.
distribute.
Or, we are going to distribute. So, 7 times x, that is 7x. 7 times 3, copy lang ng plus nimo. 7 plus 3, that is 21. It's equals to x. So, what is now our next step?
Transpose.
Okay, we are going to transpose. So, atong ibalhin ang kaniya to ang x on the left side. Okay, ato siyang ibalhin on the left side. So, you will have there, 7x minus naman ni siya, minus x, that is, pila? 6x.
6.
Very good. So, you will have there 6x plus 21 is equal to 0. Okay. So now, class, is our equation a quadratic equation?
No.
Okay, very good. So actually, sa inyong makita, that is a no. Right? So no siya, class, because pila tong highest degree nga inyong makita diri?
Square of
Pila
2.
inyo? Okay, you will have just only linear. Right? Di ba? Kay 1 raman ang inyuhang given or inyuhang resulting nga equation. So, meaning to say, the given nga atong gihatag ganina, which is, asa na to? Oops. Ara. Kani siyang 7 quantity x squared minus 9 is equals to x times x minus 3 is not a quadratic equation. Inig ka-solve na to or inig ka-transform. Dani, ana ta ganina nga, quadratic equation naman siguro ni siya, kay na naman siya squared. Okay? So, not just by simply looking at the equation, makaingon dayon ta nga quadratic siya. Unless, if it is already in standard form. So, you have to make sure, gyud, nga when you are going to do the process in solving, then, makam up gyud nimo ang imuhang answer. And then, you can look if it is a quadratic equation or not. So, ang atong resulting equation is only linear equation, not a quadratic equation. Okay, nasabtan?
Yes.
So, ako sa na siya ipa-identify ninyo, class. If ang inyo habang resulting equation kay quadratic or not quadratic equation. So, actually, daghan pa kay mga complicated ani nga mga isolve pa ninyo. Okay, so remember lang yun, do the basic steps. Tanaw ninyo na abay ma-factor, tanaw ninyo na abay ma-cancel, tanaw ninyo kung naaba mo yung ma-change ang iyahang positions or you can transpose. And then everything will follow na for your answers. Okay, so now, do you have any questions? Okay, none. So now, class, I'll be giving the last example. So, nanatay example nga na ay fraction, natay example nga na anay ma-factor. So, this one, let's make it a bit easier. So, we have here square root of y squared plus 5y plus 3 is equals to 3y. Hala, ang mouse. Is equals to 3y. So, what do you think we are going to do this one? Natay square root diri nga side. Saka atong buhaton ani. Para simple siya tan-awon.
Completing the square.
One more time.
Completing the square.
Completing the square. Okay, unsa pa? Naaman tay square root dira. Dali ra ba sulbon if naay square root nga makita? Unsaon kanina to pagtangtang atong square root class? Unsa may makapakancel sa square root?
Ang exponent, sure.
Ang exponent. But we cannot do kanang kung siya ra ang atong hilabtan. So it should be kung natay cancelon ani nga part, dapat ang kaninjong tibuok nga terms diri on the left. Sakto to imong giingon ganina ang exponent. So unsa tong buhaton sa ihang exponent?
Cancel.
Cancel. Okay, or we can just simply multiply, or we can just simply use squared on both sides. Or ato siyang squared. So ngano siyang ato siyang squared class? Because this one is makancel and this one. And then ang mabilin, you will just have y squared plus 5y plus, oops, plus 3 is equal to 3y squared. Okay? So, mo na siya atong buhaton. So, we are going to get rid of those irrational nga mga symbols or irrational numbers. So, since nawa naman ang atuang square root class, so unsa na atong buhaton?
Like terms, sure.
Okay. We are going to have the like terms. So, unsa atong buhaton sa like terms? Ato siyang i-add. Or maybe we can transpose first and then we can combine like terms. Okay, ato sa iya, ato siyang himuog or ato siyang i-equate to 0 daan. Okay? So, atong tan-awon, mas dako man ang 3y squared kaysa y squared. So, ang kaning y squared, atong ibalhin sa right. So, you will have there 0 is equal to 3y squared. And then subtract y squared plus, masin maglibog mo, y squared na siya. And then, what happened to 5y?
Negative.
Negative 5y. How about positive 3? Negative
Negative.
3. Very good. Now we're going to combine like terms. So 3y squared minus y squared.
3, oh, y, 3.
No class. No pa di ay. Sorry, sorry. Diba, naman tay ang nahitabo diri kay 3y squared man na siya. So, kani siya class, ang pag-multiply ani niya is, dili na siya 3y squared. Kay, gi-exponent man na. So, mahitabo ani niya, sorry, nasayop ko. Okay. So, ang mahitabo ani niya class is, mahimo na siya 3 squared. Hindi na siya masud. Ang mahitabo ani niya class is, mahimo siya 3 squared y squared. Okay? Ang kuan na siya, dili na siya diretso nga 3y squared lang. Because kuan man na siya class, ana man na siya. 'Di ba kung mag-exponent ta kay ana man na, 'di ba? So nahitabuan na niya is 9y squared. Okay, dili siya 3y squared. Okay? Sorry. Sayop ko. So ang nahitabuan ni niya, this is already 9y squared. Nasabi sa class sa kaninga part,
Yes, sir.
and then diri pod is 9y squared na pod ni siya. Okay. So now we can already simplify. So 9y squared minus y squared, that is pila.
9.
9 minus 1.
8
Okay, 8y squared and then copy minus 5y minus 3. Now, actually, we can already see nga it is quadratic equation. So, we're just going to transform it into standard form. So, ato siyang symmetric equality property. So, 8y squared minus 5x minus 3 is equals to 0. And that is our answer. Okay, so now do you have any questions, class?
None.
None. How about the
Wala ra dyan.
others? Wala ra? Okay. So for this one class, maybe I will just give you two numbers to answer for your quiz. And then I will look for your answers if nasakto ba gyud or dili. And then if gagmay og scores, then I will give you another. Okay? So, and before class tamo end for our discussion today, please pud ko og read or study sa inyuhang sa inyuhang ebook gani diri. Actually naa diri sa inyuhang ebook class. Makita na ninyo. You can have this solving equations transformable to quadratic equation. You can also study this one for more examples. Okay? And then, for your asynchronous task, you are going to study applications of quadratic equation. Okay, so you are going to study more on problem solving. Okay, the process are the same. We are just going to understand our examples. Okay. So, inyo po ni siyang studihan and then I will give you a uh, an a quiz for these applications of quadratic equation. Okay, so that you are going to open, not just open the ebook, but also to study. I know, di ba, sa inyong quizzes, kay appeal man na nako siya sa inyong restrictions. Nga you need to open the ebook. Pero ang uban, open ra and then mark as done and then answer dayon. Okay? So, make use of your ebook class because you paid for that. Okay? So, before we're going to end, do you have any questions? Violent reactions?
Wala ra.
Wala ra? Okay.
None, teacher.
Okay. So, just remind class that not all of the steps kay ma-apply dayon siya on the other given. You have to look for your given if unsa nga mga ways, unsa nga mga properties ang atong ma-apply. Okay? So this time um your level of thinking will be like examined or magamit na gid inyong mga learnings when you were in elementary until now. Okay? So dili mo diretso give up class. You have to to exert maybe effort, okay, to answer. Okay, and then find, for me class ha, if you're going to answer quizzes, tip lang, this works for me, but I know maybe not for everyone. So mag-answer kong quizzes actually more on nighttime because dili saba, I can think, and also wala kayo distractions. Pero you can also like study in the morning and then at night diha na ka mag-answer. That's for me lang. It really depends lang, yeah. Especially sa ako ang kuan sa akong subject nga math. I'm more on like maybe matog na ko kadlawon. Wala na. pero dili man na siya healthy para ninyo. So maybe just kanang kuan lang yourself. Maybe study about yourself.